So hello guys, I know it's 2025 and that's why we have to really look at and take a look at Bitcoin. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, we take it from this low and count it input to the upside. So preferably we are still walking on this wave 4 and looking for one more high. After that we will see a big drop because this impulse is finished. So if we then take a look at the alternative scenario, we are already looking at a bigger correction to the downside because the wave 5 could be topped out at this high. And if this is the case, then we are probably looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. And from there, maybe an ABC. But that's what we have to look if it happens, because right now we are still looking at the highest probability scenario, which is this one, because simply of the range here we have inside this wave 4, which is much bigger than in the alternative scenario where we're looking at this wave 4. So that's why this is currently the highest probability scenario on the daily time frame to take out this high and make a new high. So if we then drop down to the 4-hour chart, we can see that we came down from the all-time highs pretty good. And there are a couple of scenarios you have to look at. So right now, let's start with this diagonal. In this case, we count this as an ABC W X ABC Y inside of a wave 1, looking for a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. That's a possible scenario. So preferably, we don't touch the higher trend line, the upper trend line right here. Because once we touch this trend line, this becomes an expanding diagonals. And expanding diagonals are always rare and never preferred. So that's when I will actually stop looking at this diagonal. But as long as that happens, I will look at this diagonal. So in this case, we are looking to take out this low. So still, after this good move to the upside and everyone is excited because the altcoin market is showing strength right now, yes, we would still come down and take this low, at least in this scenario. So the other scenario would then be to count this as an impulse to the upside, to the downside, which is possible as well. Like, right, we are looking at a wave 5 still to the upside on the daily time frame, so preferably we don't see a big drop to the downside. And that's where I have this labeled as a wave A instead of a wave 1. But in this case, we actually preferably don't finish this wave B up here. Because that would mean that this move to the downside would need to be your right wave C. And in that case, you would need to be able to count this as a 5-wave structure, which is only possible if you want to count it as an expanding diagonal, which, as I said, is never preferred. So that's why we probably haven't finished this right wave B yet, and then looking for a continuation of the range. And there are a couple scenarios we can think of that right now. So scenario 1 is counting this as a flat with 3 wave in A, 3-wave complex structure in B, and now a 5-wave move to the upside in C to take out at least the high of A. After that, you then see a drop to the downside. That's scenario 1. Scenario 2 would then be to not count this as a wave A of a flat, but to count this as a wave W, this as a wave X, and now we have to see either a triangle or a flat. So a flat could be that this is a wave W, X, we look at the wave Y, and a wave A, then a wave B, and a wave C. That would be a flat. So then you would have here your wave W, down here your wave X, and up here we then have your wave Y. After that, you would expect a bigger drop. So in all of these scenarios, we actually prefer to take out this low. That's why you have to pay attention. I know the altcoin market is up, is green, is showing strength, but on Bitcoin, we are preferably still taking out this low, which in conclusion doesn't mean that the altcoin market has to dip really hard. Because as I said in a video I posted last week, is that something is happening right now in the altcoin market, which happens every time. So please watch that if you want to understand what I'm talking about. Because even if Bitcoin drops, altcoins can still go up. This is just for Bitcoin right now. So we are looking for more downside on Bitcoin, which doesn't mean we have to go down now, because in a flat, we take out this high preferably, move to 104k, and then drop down. So we have a little bit more upside to come. But the probabilities remain to take out this low. So to sum everything up, on the weekly time frame, which I haven't shown you right now, but I show you in basically every other Bitcoin video, we are still looking for a bigger retracement. On the daily, we're looking for one more high. And now on the 4 hour, we're looking to take out this low before taking out the all-time high. That's the probabilities we're looking for right now. So trade safe and don't be too greedy because you think this is the low and we're making now new all-time highs. Always stay conservative because this won't wreck you actually. And I hope you liked it.